Hi, my name is Gary Eckstein. I usually provide tutorials on YouTube about MailChimp and other marketing topics. Today is very different, however. I'm based in Australia and I changed my NBN provider. Now, NBN in Australia is basically internet and telephone as well, or you might know it as fibre. I found the process to be overly complicated. Although I will show you a way that's incredibly simple, I found that there were a lot of unknowns, and I've been working in sort of the IT industry, I guess, for a long time. So I just wanted to through this video, get rid of some of the unknowns and show you how incredibly simple it is to change your provider and save some money, hopefully, in the process. So in changing our provider, there are 3 steps. And by the way, just to make it known, I'm not affiliated with any telco at all. I'm not paid. I don't. So this is absolutely independent, tutorial. So there are 3 steps. You choose your new NBN provider and NBN plan. You sign up for your new provider and you change your settings if necessary. And they weren't necessary with me. Now, this entire process took me less than 10 minutes. I'm going to save over, $240 a year just for 10 minutes work. It seems like a very good deal for me. I was with my old provider for about 2 years, and I just didn't change because I thought it would be too difficult, but I have realized how simple it is, so I encourage you to get a better plan and just move across. So in Australia, choosing a new provider, we have our usual suspects in Australia, lots of different providers, obviously Telstra, Optus, Vodafone, iiNet, etc. So there's Telstra, Aussie Broadband, of course, Optus, and Superloop. Now I went for Superloop, but you choose who you want to go with. I found the process with Superloop very, very simple. So you choose the plan you want. You'll be able to get different plans. You can put in your address, and you'll get all sorts of different plans that you can sign up for. So I'll just go to Home Broadband, for example, NBN. And if we just scroll down, we have various different plans. Now, which plan should you sign up for? Look, this is really up to you how fast you want. I use the internet all day, every day, and I find the 50 megabits per second adequate for me. But honestly, it's up to you, purely up to you. So once you've chosen it, so let's say I'm choosing this one, the NBN Home Standard. The next thing is you just sign up for your provider. So you do not need to cancel with your existing provider. So don't phone your existing provider, whoever that might be, and cancel before signing up. Don't do that. So what you want to do is you choose your new provider and plan. You then sign up for your new provider, and your new provider will cancel with the old provider for you. So in this case, for example, on Superloop, I'll just click select. And I'm not necessarily recommending Superloop at all, by the way. This is just an example. You'll click sign up now and enter your address, and it'll lead you through a few various steps, as it says down the bottom: your details, the plan, the connection, the hardware, the contract, the summary. Very simple process. You submit that. So once you've signed up, you've submitted it, it will be very quick, or for me anyway, it was very quick. It literally took 4 or 5 minutes before my internet was disconnected with the old provider and I was live on the new provider. Oftentimes you won't need to do anything. It'll just work. Your internet will just work. For me, it didn't. If you get the message from Superloop, you'll get from anyone, I should say, from your new provider. If you get an email and maybe a text message saying that you're now connected to your new provider, by this stage they should have advised your old provider. But it's recommended to just contact your old provider anyway and say to them, listen, you should have received a cancellation from the new provider. That's fine. Okay, so now you're connected to, you've received your email or SMS saying that you're connected to your new provider. If the internet isn't working, then what you might need to do, you might have a router or something like that. If you do, you need to log into your router, whether that's TP-Link, Netcom, whatever brand it is. You need to log into it, and on your new provider's support pages, they will provide instructions on how to configure your modem, router, or so on. What you should typically have, however, in with your NBN is a little sort of, it's kind of a black box. I think they're still black anyway. Um, and that should automatically have you connected with your internet to your new provider. The reason I'm mentioning this is as follows. I use Nest or Google sort of Wi-Fi around the house, right? I had a TP-Link router in between the Nest or the Google. So the Google, sorry, the Google things were connected up to the TP-Link router, which was then connected to the NBN little black box. I found that I didn't need that TP-Link thing. That was actually causing problems. It was stopping me from connecting. So I just removed that and connected my Google wireless router directly into the little black box, and it just worked. I didn't need to do anything else. If you do have a router, and you may well need a router if you want your telephone, your landline telephone to work, but that's up to you. If you do, you will need to ask for instructions from your new provider. But just to summarize, because it's an incredibly simple process that sometimes is made to look more complex than it needs to be, you choose your plan, you sign up for your new provider. They will then provide you with an email or a link or an SMS or something similar to say that you are now connected to the internet. They, by this stage, will have let your old provider know that you've cancelled. Get on the phone and just make sure with the old provider that it's cancelled. You are now connected to your new provider. But I really do hope this has helped you. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave comments below. Thanks for joining me. I'm Gary.